This is Valley News Live at 6.
Good evening, everyone. The hunt continues tonight for two burglary suspects in a cornfield off I-29 north of Argusville.
Valley News Team's J.C. Dodd tells us the circumstances leading up to the search and why law enforcement is having a hard time finding the two.
Several officers, a K-9, drones, and a state patrol plane have been used to search the area in northern Cass County for two people suspected of burglary. The property owner has complained of trespassers in the past.
Because he's not out here all the time, he asked some relatives to watch the property for him.
When family members found a car in front of the property, they confronted the man and woman, who then slammed their car into theirs before fleeing into a nearby cornfield. Cass County Sheriff Jesse Johnner says while they may know who the woman is, they have no idea who the man is. He adds that the search proved difficult for multiple reasons.
You can only fly at line of sight, and with the windy conditions that we're experiencing today, it's having a little bit of troubles staying up for a long period of time.
And with the corn as tall as it is, he says it's hard to search on foot.
I think it's crazy, especially with corn this tall. I would never step more than a few feet into a cornfield myself.
But he says he has heard of thefts on nearby farms in the past few weeks. In Argusville, J.C. Dodd, Valley News Live.
Sheriff Johnner says they hope the wind will die down and temperatures will cool off enough tonight to effectively use the drone and plane. We'll continue to bring you the latest on this developing story.
No let up in the heat today. Let's find out from Hutch how hot it got today. Hutch?
Mike, thanks so much. It's been gusty out of the south. Many areas hitting 90 or better once again. Taking a look at that camera out at the Dakota Magic Casino, with the Sisseton Hills kind of faintly in the background there as some smoke, reducing visibility for some of our area, but not as bad as it is out to the west. Take a look at these temperatures right now. We're seeing those 90s here in the Red River Valley, 91 Grand Forks, 89 we've cooled down to here in Fargo-Moorhead, 93 in Devils Lake and Lakes Country. You are in the mid 80s, but it's triple-digit heat out to the west. That's also where we find the thickest of the smoke. It's in western and central North Dakota right now. We do have some upper level smoke here in our atmosphere, but it gets down toward the surface as we look out to the west. Visibilities are reduced there. This is what it looks like from our state capital in Bismarck. Very difficult to see there. Here's your planning forecast tonight. It's going to be hot and it's going to be windy until we get just beyond sunset. It'll start tapering down then. Clear skies, and we'll have details on what happens with all that smoke out to the west, and we will have a chance of rain. I'll detail all of that here in a minute.
All right, thanks so much, Hutch.
Sending out the troops. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is sending soldiers to the northwestern part of the state to fight wildfires. Those fires are ravaging parts of Beltrami, Lake of the Woods, and Roseau counties. The DNR is also expanding burning restrictions. Beginning at midnight, open burning and some campfires are newly restricted in much of our Minnesota viewing area in an effort to stop more wildfires from starting.
A Fargo man will spend the next 9 years behind bars after pleading guilty to killing an 18-year-old in Moorhead. 26-year-old Larry Evans sentenced this morning for the death of Cameron Camacho. Evans punched the teen several times in the head during an argument over marijuana prices in August of 2020. Evans was originally charged with murder, but the charge was downgraded as part of a plea bargain. Grand Forks police are asking for help figuring out how a toddler fell from a third-story apartment window. They say they're not treating it as criminal investigation. That child is listed in critical condition tonight. It happened around 8:30 Saturday night in the 200 block of First Avenue North. Police tell us that they are asking for information from anyone. Officers say that they'll keep us updated on any charges if they're filed and how that child is doing. Authorities in Becker County want your help in finding a missing man. He's David Jones. He was last seen this past Tuesday. He's 6 feet 1 inches tall, described as about 215 pounds. The sheriff's office says that he was last seen driving this black 2006 GMC Sierra Denali pickup. The license plate numbers on it are 755PGK. If you have any information on where he could be, call authorities.
Power is back on for thousands of people in Moorhead. More than 17,000 customers lost power between noon and 1 p.m. today. Moorhead Public Service tells us that happened because of equipment failure on a transmission line. In Grand Forks, your family can get free N95 and surgical masks starting Friday. You can pick up 5 N95 masks or 10 surgical masks at the Public Health Department's main office or through the department's mobile clinic sites. Grand Forks Public Health is located at 151 South 4th Street. It's open Monday to Friday from 8 to 5. New tonight at 6 today, outside the Ralph Engelstad Arena in Grand Forks, a ride to remember Officer Cody Hulte. Here's video from the Grand Forks County Sheriff's Office showing half a dozen motorcycles leading a 41-foot-long trailer showing the faces of 338 officers who died in the line of duty last year. This is stop number 81 for the nonprofit organization Beyond the Call of Duty. They're traveling across the nation this summer, raising awareness of first responders lost in the line of duty. Officer Hulte died in an exchange of gunfire in a Grand Forks apartment in May 2020. Powerful pictures of his widow and son today, paying tribute to Officer Hulte.
Despite the deadly chaos, President Joe Biden said he stands behind his decision to withdraw U.S. forces from Afghanistan. This afternoon, the president addressed the nation for the first time since the Taliban took the capital. He took no questions, and he did little to address why the U.S. failed to anticipate the rapid pace of the Taliban takeover. The president blamed the Afghan government for allowing the collapse, while reinforcing that ending all military involvement in the country is the right thing to do.
I will not repeat the mistakes we've made in the past. Mistake of staying and fighting indefinitely in a conflict that is not in the national interest of the United States, of doubling down on a civil war in a foreign country.
In a statement, U.S. Senator from North Dakota John Hoeven says, in part, we need to get control of the situation to protect American lives as well as the lives of our allies and partners, saying that he's deeply concerned this will embolden al-Qaeda and other terrorists.
Tonight in Haiti, the death toll from a powerful earthquake has risen to nearly 1,300 people and nearly 6,000 more are injured. So many that hospitals are full and patients are being treated outside. Their struggles are expected to get worse. Tropical Storm Grace is headed for the island tonight. Tonight on Valley News Live at 9 and 10, Haitians living in Fargo react to the devastation in their home country.
We've been getting several phone calls from some of our viewers who are having reception problems with our signal. It's a specific group, those who are DirecTV customers. Our engineers here tell us that they've been in contact with DirecTV. They have confirmed that their equipment, DirecTV's, is not properly receiving our signal. Our signal is functioning normally, and we're trying to help them out, and we're hoping that DirecTV gets it fixed quickly.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, why experts say it's a good idea to check in on your car insurance.
It was another hot one here in the valley and very gusty, as well as winds approached 40 miles per hour. Here's what we're looking forward to: more heat, more humidity, but we have some smoke in the area and a chance for some significant rainfall, maybe even widespread. Your hour by hour forecast is next.